for streaming, and I'm going to hit record right now. Here we go, and let's see if we can get some music going here. Can you hear that, Allison?
Yep.
Louder, louder. Oh, we're streaming. Okay, let's do this. Dancing me. It's November. Where'd the year go? Hello, LinkedIn. Hello, Facebook. Twice. Hello, YouTube. Got this fabulous woman with me today. When do you hear who she is? It's so special. Shine. Smile.
We're celebrating you in style.
So much style. I have to give the Suno Orchestra thanks for getting us on the air. I'm Bonnie D with the wonderful Alison M. McBain, and I have to warn you, she spells Alison with just one L, so really be careful. Alison, before I do the formal introduction, I'm so thrilled to have you been on my creativity show many, many times. You are coming to me via your wonderful agent, Mickey Mickelson from Creative Edge PR. Alison, tell everybody who you are, what you do, a little bit about your books, and then we'll get started. Go, and welcome.
Oh, yeah. Well, thanks so much for having me on. It's lovely to see you again. I'm an author, editor, ghostwriter. And last year I did this insane project where I was writing a book a week for most of the year and ended up writing 34 books in a year. And this year I am editing all of those books. And so hopefully next year we'll start seeing them out in
Hold
print.
on, a book a week. How long? What genre? Give us. I'm
Oh,
curious. Everybody
every
wants to know.
genre, all fiction, but every genre, everything from romance to science fiction to literary. Where the story took me, I went.
Any recurring characters with these series? With these
Oh, yeah,
sets?
there were a couple series. Most were standalone though. So like,
Really?
especially, some of the, fantasy ones were a series, and there was romance that was a series, the ones that you're like, no, I need to see more of this character. It was
Wow.
fun.
Wow. I think I've read a couple. I think you sent me a couple last year, and they're wonderful. They're really,
Oh, thanks so much.
really impressive. What's your latest book? Just tell everybody a title. Where can people find you?
My last book was called The New Empire, and it's an alternate history, and you can find it on any purchasing platform like Amazon or in a bookstore. It's all over the place.
Okay, all right. And Allison, you have beautiful lipstick, and everybody, that is her real hair. It goes with the, I'm into black, but that's really beautiful. So let me start the show, Allison. Welcome. So, welcome to Bonnie D's HB2U for November. I'm calling it 03, and somebody very near and dear to me is having a birthday today, and I called her at 7
Yay.
o'clock this morning and told her happy birthday, and we'll just leave her name out of this because she doesn't want mom to say her name. Uh-oh. Today, Bonnie D and my special guest, Alison M. McBain, McBain. Now you can find her. Celebrate November 3rd. Oh my goodness gracious, I'm so thrilled. Now let me give the real opening here. Pop the confetti, light the candles fast. I told you not near the computer. It's happy birthday to you, and we hope it's a blast. Bonnie D on her Scarlet mic, and guest co-host, author extraordinaire Alison M is here too, dishing celebration gold with a fun point of view. That's POV, but it doesn't rhyme. From icons on the screen to social stars who soar, we'll share what they're known for and perhaps some of their pre-fame lore. Some interesting backstories here. Wacky holidays you've never heard before, plus music milestones you're bound to adore. We've got candles and sparklers. Allison, I hope yours are in the other room. We don't want any
Nope.
accidents.
Yeah. Nope.
Okay. And frosting on the cake, a delicious blend that only Allison and I could bake. So buckle up, darlings. The fun show is in store. HB2U is lighting up November 3rd with glam, bam, and so much more. And let's start off with events in music history. I'll kick this off. 1956. Oh my, that was a while ago. Like how many years? Almost 75. Elvis's Love Me Tender replaced Don't Be Cruel and Hound Dog, his side A and side B on the Billboard chart. He was the first artist in music to knock himself out of the number one. So Love Me Tender took over the number. Isn't that very interesting that he was so popular that it's like he could do no wrong? Wow. Allison, who have you got for us?
Same year, 1956. The Wizard of Oz, which I love. Like I grew up watching that. It's such a lovely movie. Aired on television for the first time, broadcast by CBS.
Wow. And that only helped to make it even more and more and more and more popular. How
Definitely,
many?
it's a classic.
Absolutely. Was it in 1939, the original with Judy Garland as Dorothy? And I don't know who played Toto, but we'll leave that one alone. Let's go to the following year, 1957. If anybody remembers Sam Cooke, I'll try to sing a little bit. You send me, darling. You send me. Sorry for the warble there. I hope it was on key. Ed Sullivan had this show. We have a really great shoe for you. It's always sounded like shoe. He cut off Sam Cooke's song in the middle of it at the end of the show. What happened, Ed? The show ended and Ed and Sam was still singing. So he felt so badly, he invited Sam Cooke back the following month to sing it again. So there you go. Very, very well done, Ed Sullivan. And congratulations, Sam Cooke. I think they're both long gone. You've got one the same day, the same year. What's next, Allison?
Yeah, Danny and the Juniors released the dance tune "At the Hop."
Do you know that song? You ever heard of it?
I do. I'm not going to butcher anyone's ears by trying to sing it, but yes,
Da
I
da
love
da da
that
da
song.
da 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 at the hop.
Yeah,
Ha-dum. You
it
can move
is
it, you
fun
can
to
shake it.
dance
Oh,
to.
it was a great song. Let's go 1 year later to 1958. Elvis Presley was in the U.S. Army. He was a PFC, Private First Class. He went on Army maneuvers with the 32nd Tank Regiment. I wonder how they felt about having him near the border of Germany and Czechoslovakia. Elvis, in memoriam, thank you for your service. Oh my, a lot of Elvis here in this list today.
Exactly. Well, I mean, he did it all, right?
He
And
did.
I'm sure the troops were super happy. They had entertainment every night.
I bet they protected him because they wanted more songs.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Exactly. Speaking of which, in 1960, Elvis Presley's It's Now or Never hit the number one in the UK for 8 weeks after reaching number one in the US in August. So he was like popular the world around. Everyone loved Elvis. The UK release was delayed because Sole Mio,
Yep.
on which the melody is based, was still under copyright in Britain, but not in America. So basically, he had to sort of finagle his way in.
Yeah, I didn't realize. Oh,
Yeah.
solo mio, it's now or never. I guess it was the same melody. Interesting, interesting. I don't think anybody sued him for it. 1962, this is what I was telling you about before the show. Billboard renamed the Hot C&W Country and Western Sides chart to Hot Country Singles. That was 1962. They waited 27 or 28 years to 1990 and they said that's not a good name anymore. And they renamed it the Hot Country Singles and Tracks with an ampersand. Well, they didn't think that was a good enough name. So in 2005, they renamed it Hot Country Songs. I think that's the best one. What do you think?
I think they're all hot.
You're absolutely right. That word stayed
Exactly.
all the way
But yeah,
through.
marketing, right? You just have to find your way into the people who want to find your songs.
Exactly right. That's what we're doing, hoping people want to hear us give out all of this information today. Go ahead.
And in the same year, the Crystals' He's a Rebel hit number one for 2 weeks. And the producer, Phil Spector, wanted to release it quickly while the group was on tour. And Vicky Carr was about to release her own version of the song. So he used Darlene Love to sing lead with her backup group, The Blossoms. And the actual Crystals were not on the song. And they first heard it on the radio when they returned from their tour. So they got a bit of a surprise.
And they got a major hit out of it too, that they had
Yeah.
nothing to do with that song. And Darlene Love, of course, was also a big star. And I don't remember, I guess I knew the Blossoms because he's a rebel, da 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 dum. And that was not the Crystals, but they were credit. I wonder, there's something about how much the Blossoms were paid for singing that backing track. I don't want to go there. Okay, let's go to the following year, 1963. Gail Garnett recorded "We'll Sing in the Sunshine." That wasn't too bad. Okay, rescue me. Go ahead, Allison.
In 1972, Carly Simon and James Taylor got married. And so they were like one of the, early music power couples that was not seen again until Jay-Z and Beyonce tied the knot in 2008. Unfortunately, like a lot of these celebrity marriages, it didn't last. So Carly and James's marriage lasted about 11 years.
That's a long
Um,
time, isn't it,
it
for a
is. It
Hollywood
is a long
marriage?
time for a Hollywood couple, which is funny. It's like, I guess it's sort of like dog years. Like, like every year is like 7 years for celebrities. I don't know. So 11 years is like 77 years.
I've never heard anybody say that before. Okay, I'm going to move on to the following year. This is a packed list today. Daryl Hall and John Oates released the album Abandoned Luncheonette. I bet there was a cool picture on the cover of that. Their first album under their own names, talking about names, the Crystals and Darling Love and the Blossoms and all that. Well, guess what? The previous album they released was under the name Whole, Whole, Oates, Oates, which was the correct spelling for John Oates' last name, like rolled oats and old-fashioned oats and oatmeal. Yes. The tracks Laughing Boy, She's Gone, and Las Vegas Turnaround, the Stewardess song, became favorites at their concert. So they finally did their own names. Bravo to you. You've got one the same day, the same year. Go ahead. What's going on here?
Exactly. I just have to say first though, like Hall and Oates, oh my goodness, I love them. My kids love them. So like they're the ones who are like bopping around and all their friends are like, who is this? I'm like, oh, come on.
There you go. Get a life. Get a life. It's
Exactly.
good
You
music.
know,
Ask your mom and
bring
dad
bring the
about
love
it.
of them to the next generation too. But yeah,
Absolutely.
that same year, Michael Jackson popularized the robot, the futuristic dance moves during a Jackson 5 performance of Dancing Machine on Soul Train. And of course, people are still doing the robot. Like you see it all the time on like TV shows, movies, dance floors. It is hilarious. It has lasted.
He
And
was a
like,
trendsetter,
yeah,
wasn't he? He was a game
yeah,
changer.
for sure.
The gloves, the moves, so many things Michael Jackson did. Just, I think we were ready. I think culture was ready for somebody to basically not just stand there with a microphone in front of his face, but do something. Okay, let's move to 1977. Elton John announced during a London concert that he was retiring from live performing performances. But he came back a year and a half later. You can't keep a good Elton John down. There you go. He just loved what
No,
he
and
did.
he kept on doing it. Didn't he
I know.
recently, like a couple years ago, have a farewell tour again?
I know. And does hasn't Cher had a
Yeah.
whole bunch of farewell tours too? Yeah, anyway, go ahead.
I mean, I think it's great. Like,
Yeah,
it's fabulous. Bring a new generation in. Um,
absolutely.
Although speaking of musicians, 1990 Ice's Ice Ice Baby hit #1, and it was the first time a rapper topped the chart. Although later on, I don't know how much later on, he was sued because that song was actually taken from what was it, David Bowie's song, the tune,
Really?
and so he was sued and he lost.
Oh my. Was that what we're calling musical plagiarism or
Yeah. So,
interesting?
yeah, so that became a huge thing and probably made his song more famous than it would have otherwise.
Probably did. And you
Yeah.
know what? The same day, the same year, 1990,
Mm.
after being featured in the film Ghost, which was a huge hit, the Righteous Brothers version of the wonderful, now a classic song, Unchained Melody, returned to the top of the UK charts after 25 years. So the song was sitting there and people liked it, but okay. And all of a sudden in Ghost, everybody said, wow, what's that song? Oh, the Righteous Brothers. Oh, Unchained Melody. And it had a resurgence. So isn't it interesting? There seems to be a pattern here, isn't there, Alison, in some of these
Yeah.
events that something is happening years later. Very, very interesting. So music has a shelf life, but you need to sometimes dust
But
off
it
the
can
shelf.
come back. I mean, like the same
Yeah.
thing happened recently in like, do you watch Stranger Things?
No.
The TV show. So one like very pivotal song in that show was Kate Bush's Running Up That Hill, which had not been a hit when it first came out, but that show made it a hit years and years later. So like, yeah, this happens. Music is not always released at the right time, but it can find its time, which is fabulous.
Yes, and
Yeah.
also think about the producers, the musical director of these movies, of these TV shows saying,
Yeah.
I know there's a song. It's not brand new. It's been sitting around. People know it. They like it. Let's bring it back and feature it on the show. And people love it. So that's another thing is it's in the memory of the
Mhm.
people who are picking the music for the movies, for the TV shows. That's a good thing. And you talk about bringing it into another generation. They're on the front lines of being able to do that. Isn't that interesting?
Exactly. It's fabulous.
Yes, they're hit makers. Okay, what are we up
Yeah.
to now? Where are we?
Well, another hit maker in 1998 was Britney Spears, who again is still around, still making fabulous music. But back then she was just 16. Can you imagine it?
Nope.
Yeah, she released her first single, Baby One More Time, and it hit number one in February of 1998. But I just, my oldest is about to turn 16, my oldest daughter, and I just think putting her on the international stage like that, wow, she was so young, Britney
Yeah, she
Spears.
was. It just took a couple
Yeah.
months. Well, it released in November, hit number one in February. Again, the world was ready. I didn't say they were waiting. The world was ready for this kind of song. The music, the style of it, the voice, the personality. We know there's been all kinds of things with her life since then, but very, very hit me, baby. Yeah, I won't even try to murder that one. Let's move to 2004. Oh, we have a big day on November 3rd, 2004. Why? Eric Clapton is made a CBE. Before anybody gets bent out of shape, it's a good thing. Commander of the Order of the British Empire by Princess Anne at Buckingham Palace. Okay, well, that was a good thing.
Nice.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Just a few years later, in 2009, country singer Carrie Underwood released her third studio album, Play On, which featured the crossover hit Cowboy Casanova. I love Carrie Underwood. Like her music is so boppy. Like, like you can sing along to it.
And
It's
she's so
fabulous. Yeah.
clean cut. I remember her
Yeah.
on American Idol when before she was famous. She was, I don't
Exactly.
even know if she won or she was second place. I can't remember.
I don't remember if she won. I don't think
I
she
don't think
did.
so.
Maybe she did. I don't know.
But the
Don't
world
remember.
was ready
Yeah.
for a very clean cut, beautiful blonde. What I think the hair had something to do with it. Uh, a singer who could you could actually hear the words, and the songs were really, really interesting. They told
Yeah.
interesting stories. We could all understand the words in those days. Let's go to, oh, here's another one. Talk about re-releasing in 2023, which is just 2 years ago today. Brenda Lee's Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. It got an official music video 65 years after it was released in 1958. What? And she was joined by, oh, legendary Trisha Yearwood, Tanya Tucker, and somebody named Santa Claus. The song went to number one a few weeks later. So talk about a resurgence and people saying, wow, Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. That's a cool song. And you're going to finish us out on this segment. What have you got?
Oh, that's so fun. So in 2024, unfortunately, Quincy Jones died at age 91. He was a musical visionary, though, and he produced Michael Jackson's albums Off the Wall, Thriller, and Bad. He launched Five magazine and also scored the movie The Color Purple. Like he did so much in his life and influenced so much of pop culture. Like he had an influence. Like he definitely did.
He was a
So
star maker
yeah,
and a change maker. R.I.P. Quincy
exactly.
Jones. I usually put them into the in memoriam on the famous birthdays, but this was the day he passed, and I thought he was important enough to talk
Definitely.
about. So there we go. So let's go to celebrity birthdays. Anybody remember Lulu? Oh my goodness gracious. These are in age order from oldest down. Lulu, her full name, I didn't know this, was Lulu Kennedy Cairns. She was born Marie McDonald McLaughlin Lowry, a Scottish singer, songwriter, actress, TV personality who achieved international fame in the movie To Sir with Love. And she sang the theme song, which became the United States, America's biggest selling single of 1967. What? From a movie. Here we go again, Allison. During the 1960s, she had five UK top 10 hits. I didn't know she was that popular. Excuse me. And she sang the title song for the James Bond movie, The Man with the Golden Gun. Did you know that, Lulu? I didn't
No, I
remember.
didn't.
Remember that 15 studio album. She's still alive and well, 77. She's a baby. She was appointed OBE, Officer of the Order of the British Empire. They have such impressive honors in the 2000 birthday honors, spelled with an OURS, and Commander of the Order of the British Empire, CBE, like we just talked about with, yes. Who is it? Who we have
Eric
with
Clapton.
Thank you. I was
Yes.
thinking Elton John. Yes. In the 2021 birthday honors with the U for services to music, entertainment, and charity. Happy birthday, Lulu. Wow.
Nice.
You've got
Happy
an
birthday.
icon for us next. Who've you got?
And
Wow.
yeah, and someone who actually just didn't she just step down, I
She
think.
did. She did.
Yeah, Anna Wintour, age 76. Happy birthday. Um If you don't know her, fashion icon, famous as the editor-in-chief of Vogue magazine in 1988. She began directing Condé Nast, which publishes Vogue in 2013. She is a powerhouse, and she became known for her signature like bob haircut, which is super cute, and always wearing designer sunglasses. Like she is put together from head to toe.
Very.
And this is my favorite part about it. She's rumored to be the inspiration behind Meryl Streep's character in the 2006 film The Devil Wears Prada. Fabulous film, and
Yes,
just created, Meryl Streep did a beautiful job
she
creating
did.
another legendary icon.
There are some rumors
Yeah.
surrounding that. I don't remember all of them, but something
Yeah.
about Anna Wintour didn't want to see the film, and then she did, and she said maybe. And I don't think it was negative about her. It was just a very strong character running a very tight ship. Yes, and
Yeah, no, she
yes,
liked the film as far as I remember. I think I might have read the same article as you. Like,
yeah. I
she
think
went
it
to see it. Yeah, and she
took her a while, but she did.
yeah.
Yes. So the rumor is, yeah, let's leave it with the rumor. Let's go to another iconic award-winning actress, comedian Roseanne Barr is 73 today. She played the title role in the sitcom. You all know the answer. Her first name, Roseanne. The 1993 episode of the show was called A Stash from the Past, was TV Guide's 21st greatest episode of all time. That's interesting. I don't know if it was a greatest episode of that show or of any sitcom, probably any sitcom. Before fame, Roseanne worked as a stand-up comedian in clubs in Colorado, and somehow she made enough of noise and enough of a beat to get an appearance on The Tonight Show, probably Johnny Carson's Tonight Show, and eventually she had her own HBO special, and she's still around. Happy birthday, Roseanne. Hmm.
Yeah, definitely. I don't, it feels like that doesn't happen as much anymore. Like people usually have to work their way up to it, like on TV shows and movies and stuff. But, going from her own comedy show to having her own TV show, amazing.
Yeah, and so many,
Yeah.
was it on for 20, 30 years?
It was
Yeah,
on for a while and they brought it back, right? Like it was stopped and then they brought it back.
yeah, the
Um,
Connors and yeah, all kinds
yeah,
of and several other stars came out of that show. A lot of
that's
people
true.
came out of that
That
show.
is true. Yeah.
Okay, talk about a
And
theme.
Kate Capshaw, also happy birthday, age 72. So I love the Indiana Jones movies, and she was the actress who played Willie Scott in the second one, the Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. And other films that she did, Black Rain, Private Affairs, Just Cause. And I'm sure not a lot of people know this about her. She married Steven Spielberg in October of 1991, and she has 7 children. Their names are Jessica, Max, Theo, Sasha, Sawyer, Michaela, and Destry. Like, wow, 7 kids. I have 3. I don't know about you, but like 3 is enough. 7, man, I could not.
Two was
Yeah,
plenty.
keep
Two was
them.
plenty.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Happy birthday, Kate. And we have
Happy birthday.
one more living birthday, and then we've got an in memoriam. We have Dolph Lundgren, who is 68, Swedish actor, martial artist, film producer. He made an intimidating appearance as Drago, the Russian boxer, in Rocky 4. That's Roman numeral 4. The I and the V make 4 if you don't know Roman numerals. And he starred in The Expendables. He was 6'3" and 250 pounds during the filming of the movie Masters of the Universe. In his youth, he trained in judo, Kyokushin karate, and other heavy contact sports, with emphasis on heavy contact. Before fame, believe it or not, he has a degree in chemical engineering. Wow, that's the sparks fly when you have heavy contact with someone. There must be a chemical engineer in there somewhere. From the Royal Institute of Technology. In 2017, I didn't know this, he starred in the music video for the song Believer by Imagine Dragons. So he gets around. Happy
Oh,
birthday,
I didn't
Dolph.
know that either. I'm gonna have to watch that
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. You've got one more for us in memoriam. Go ahead.
Yeah, and Charles Bronson, he had his birthday today also. He's an actor who doled out vigilante justice in Death Wish movies. And he also starred in Once Upon a Time in the West, The Mechanic, The Dirty Dozen. His role as Danny King in 1963's The Great Escape brought him long-lasting fame. And then he did all these other projects too. He starred in over 14 movies, with the second wife, actress Jill Ireland, until her death in 1990. So, yep, another powerhouse couple, it
Yes,
sounds like. Yeah.
absolutely. Let's do it. Let's see if we can do a birthday. There we go. There we go. Just wanted to give a little bit of a cheer for those wonderful happy birthdays to all of them. Yes,
Happy
yeah. Okay, all right,
birthday.
kids. I got to get the audience to calm down. Let's go to our social media birthdays. We've got four here. I've got a YouTube and Insta, and Allison has a TikTok and a YouTube. So let's get started. Oscar Owen is 27 today. He has 1.5 million subscribers. What does he do? He's a magician and an illusionist who performs
Ooh.
tricks and offers tutorials to teach followers the art of deception. I know there's a bad rap for magicians who teach how the tricks are done, so I hope he does it well. He's also the author of Mind-Blowing Magic Tricks for Everyone. I would like to read that. Happy birthday, Oscar Owen on YouTube. Ah, Allison.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I always love to see the tricks behind it because
I
we're so like,
know.
how did I fall for this? This is so easy. Like, why did I? But no, you do. You completely do.
Yep.
Magicians are awesome. Santia, he is a TikTok star at the age of 24. Oh, such a baby. He's so
I know.
young. But he has 3.2 million followers and for over 411 million likes on his videos. That's amazing. He's a short form video star who posts lip syncs, dances, challenges, short scenes. Like, so he does it all, like just for fun and entertainment. In the online dance trio Dad Wiggies, his lip sync video with Emily Hernandez in 2020, set to a Got You song, earned over 5 million views. That's amazing.
What
Like
would you
to
do,
have
Allison, to get
accomplished so much so young.
what would you do to get 411 million likes to one of your books or one of your videos? What would
I
what
mean, that would be fabulous. What I would do, I don't know if you watched, like, I think it was Pinky and the Brain. I watched
no.
that when I was young. It was from like Looney Tunes or Animaniacs. And so they'd say, "What are you doing today?" "Oh, I'm going to try to take over the world." So I think he's already taken over the world with all
There
his
you go.
all his
Listen, I
fun
had
stuff.
somebody on this list 2 weeks ago who had over 1 billion views with a B. I didn't know that these counters could count that high. The counter set up on TikTok and link all of and YouTube. Yes, I know. Let's move on. Instagram. We have a young lady named Elle Edwards. She is 28 today. Happy birthday. She has 1.5 million followers, and she's not just on Instagram. She's on TikTok, and she has over 9 million likes on TikTok. Who is she? A British star, Instagram, who posts fitness, fashion, modeling videos, and pictures. She also posts on her TikTok fitness, lip sync, and dance content. So she is very, very varied, isn't she, Allison? L. Edwards.
Yeah,
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 a lot of
definitely.
these stars are on multiple platforms with millions on all of the platforms and different kinds of content. So they figured it out, didn't they?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I should start dancing more. I don't know. I'm not going to, but
Well, wait a minute. There's something called GRWM. Do you know what GRWM videos are? I
no.
had
What's that?
It's Get Ready With Me. And these young ladies post, I'm getting ready for a date, or I'm getting ready to go to the store, I'm getting ready to go on a job interview, and they show how they're getting ready.
Oh,
So,
is this the ones that do like their makeup and oh,
yeah.
I've seen a few of those. Yeah,
So
yeah.
why don't you do a GRWM for getting ready to write your 97th book?
Well, it would probably be less exciting because essentially I would get out of bed, walk to my computer across the room, and start typing. Like, so it would be like a 2-second video.
Well, but that might be interesting for people to know that you're a normal person who gets out of bed and goes to their computer to write. I think it's
Exactly.
a great idea. You've got one more for us. Who have you got?
So this one's a YouTube star, and thank goodness, closer to my age. She's Bria Cam, and she's 39 on her birthday today, and she has over 503 million views. Oh my goodness. So she's a singer and songwriter known for her musical duo Bria and Chrissy with former partner Chrissy Chambers. So she creates music, comedy, and just all around entertaining videos. I like her so much. She was a competitor in American Idol in season 12. So she got her start and she just ran with it. That's
Happy
awesome.
birthday,
Happy
Bria
birthday.
Cam. Apparently, she and Chrissy married and then they divorced, but they say former partner. And I put in italics in our notes, Allison, all around entertaining videos because that's how it was described. I don't know what that means. Sometimes they put relevant video. So I'm not sure if you could be relevant and entertaining at the same time because I don't know the vocabulary. So excuse me.
I They can do it all.
Happy birthday to Oscar Owen, to Santia, to L. Edwards, and to Bria Cam. And Cam is spelled with a K. And let's go to our wacky holidays. I'm going to start us off. And a lot of what we're going to talk about right now, I found in an article in a website called historyfacts.com. And it was written by Timothy Ott, OTT. And I wanted to credit him with his research because you and I both know it's so important to be credited for what we do. So let's start off with National Sandwich Day, and then you've got another holiday for us. So in 1762, according to the popular legend, many of you may know this and most of you don't. English aristocrat John Montagu, that's Montagu without an E on the end. He was the fourth Earl of Sandwich. You see where I'm going with this? He was playing an Earl night card game, and all of a sudden his stomach was going growl, 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 and he's saying, "But I want to play cards and I'm hungry, but I'm an Earl. What am I going to do?" So he said to his servant, "Excuse me there, would you please bring me a snack of beef between two slices of bread?" He might have known that they were doing that in Turkey and Greece, not in Greece, in the country of Greece, yes. The Earl's idea of sandwich caught on in English high society, excuse me. I think he won the card game and led to this meal, carried his name, and that's where we got the name Sandwich from John Montagu, the Earl, fourth Earl of Sandwich. We don't know what happened to the Earls one, two, and three. I don't know. That's not part of the
Well,
story.
maybe
Yeah.
they did like sandwiches. I don't know.
Well, why don't you take us into the 19th
Yeah.
century?
Well, I have to say, like, oh my goodness, I love sandwiches. And there was a song when I was a kid, speaking of music, which was done by a kid's singer called Fred Penner, which is Sandwiches Are Beautiful. And it's all about sandwiches. So
Wow.
I could sing it for you, but again, I do not want to damage your ears.
Okay. All
But
right.
in the 19th and 20th centuries, sandwich popularity spread to other social strata across Europe and in the American colonies, maybe inspiring this kid singer all the way up to our times, and with increasing appearances in cookbooks. So we have 6 sandwiches that have not survived popular appetites through the centuries. So we're going to do what the sandwich don'ts.
Interesting. 1824, the oyster sandwich. It was featured in Mary Randolph's 1824 The Virginia Housewife Cookbook and Guide, as well as in Eva Green Fuller's 1909 Up-to-Date Sandwich Book. They said to add a dash of Tabasco sauce, ooh, lemon juice, ooh, and oil to chopped oysters. They did not give a measurement. It's up to you how many oysters you can stand to chop. Slather the mixture on white bread. Top it off with a lettuce leaf. The oyster sandwich has not survived very well, and we don't know why. Go ahead.
I don't know. I think I know a couple people who would eat that. This next one it's from 1861 and it sounds like something I would make when I was in a hurry. It's called the toast sandwich. Okay. Per best-selling Beaton's Book of Household Management,
Woo.
you insert a piece of cold toast between 2 slices of buttered bread and season with salt and pepper. Author Isabella Beaton suggested adding slices of meat, like if you don't want just bread. And it was revived. This toast sandwich was actually, it died, and then it came back to life by the UK's Royal Society of Chemistry in 2011. And it was also on the menu of the Fat Duck restaurant in Bray in Berkshire, London, or Berkshire, England. But yeah, this sounds like okay, kids, we got bread.
Isn't that
Let's
the
put it
scene?
between.
Isn't it the famous Jack Nicholson scene where he says, "Give me what was it, a bacon sandwich and hold the mayonnaise and hold the lettuce and hold the bacon and just give me the toast"?
Yeah,
Wasn't that the
exactly.
famous? I think it was. I want to say Chinatown or Five Easy Fingers, one of those movies, decades
Yeah, I
ago.
don't remember,
But
but
this
yeah,
is just you take 2 slices of buttered bread, stick a piece of bread inside, and hold everything else. Okay,
exactly.
let's jet ahead to 1909, and there was a popcorn sandwich. The up-to-date sandwich cookbook recipe also covered this one. ground popped popcorn. You grind it. You add five boned sardines, a dash of Worcestershire or Worcestershire, as some people say, not Tabasco, that was for the other one, and ketchup to form a paste. So you've got the ground popcorn, which is the crunch, with the sardines, which are kind of mushy, and the Worcestershire and the ketchup. I need a Pepsi right now. You serve it on hot buttered toast. I will never sit for a popcorn sandwich. Okay. Ugh. Gross.
No, that sounds like an unfortunate combination. Although the next sandwich from 1916, my kids would definitely eat this one. It's called the pickle sandwich, and they adore pickles and they put them in everything. Okay, so salads, sandwiches, and chafing dish recipes called for mixing pickles with whipped cream, mayonnaise, and grated horseradish, and adding
No,
chopped cooked beef to the mixture, and then spreading it on buttered bread. And
no.
again, I think my kids would totally eat this one.
No, whipped cream, mayonnaise, and horseradish. That actually sounds like an interesting salad dressing or something you could dress a baked potato
It
with.
sounds like Miracle Whip almost, like because isn't it like sort of like mayonnaise but whipped up?
I,
So like
I'm
I feel like
I'm
we
a
could bring this
Miracle
one
Whip.
back.
I was brought up on Miracle Whip. I still
Yeah,
buy it. My mother didn't buy Hellman's, the real mayonnaise. I grew up with
yeah.
I didn't know anybody else knew about that. Okay. Let's go to one more that flop. We actually have two more. This is the yeast sandwich,
Oh no.
1936. Florence A. Cowell's 1001 sandwiches called for 5 drops of table sauce. She didn't say whether it was ketchup or Worcestershire or Tabasco, just table sauce to a cake. Fleischmann's was pushing this, Fleischmann's yeast, to a cake of compressed yeast. So you mash the yeast down with the table sauce and you make a paste and you spread it on a cracker or bread. This was not very popular, and Fleischmann's had to resort to just popularizing the yeast to make bread with and not to put it on bread. Oh, go. Oh, Allison,
Well,
please.
doesn't that sound like sort of like Vegemite? Like sort of like maybe the American Vegemite? I don't know.
I don't even know what is Vegemite?
Oh, it's an Australian thing. So they take the yeast and other stuff that's left over from making beer and they make it into a spread. And if you
Oh,
didn't grow up with it, you probably will never enjoy it. It's a very strong flavor. But yeah, this sounds like American Vegemite,
I'm
essentially.
gonna pass on that. Thank you,
Yeah, I'm
Florence A.
passing on it
Cowles.
too.
You've
But
got
in the 1940s and 50s, there's the greatest man sandwich, which is also called the Irish mashed potato sandwich. And again, something I think my kids would eat, but they eat anything apparently. So anecdotally, it was attributed to the movie actor, the singer, the dancer, choreography, and producer. He was very talented, Gene Kelly. So
yes.
this was his sandwich. So you spread a thick layer of leftover mashed potatoes on buttered French bread. And then you put onion slices, mayonnaise, salt, and pepper, and then you brown in a boiler. And so, and of course, if you really want to have the authentic experience, it's supposed to be enjoyed with the nearest mug of beer.
It didn't say whose mug of beer it was.
Yeah, no, anyways, grab the guys next to you.
Actually, Gene Kelly never claimed that, but it was apocryphal that was his sandwich, and it just
Okay.
became something very famous. Well, thank you, Gene Kelly. You're going to start us off with the next holiday. We've got one more. Allison, what is this one called?
Yeah, it's National Accessory Day, and I'm actually wearing no accessories I should be wearing.
I have a
So
beautiful
like
purple hat
you
over there.
do.
I can't
Yeah.
get my hat. I'll have to get up and
Well, you
move
have
everything.
your beautiful rose that you are,
I
yeah,
do. Thank you.
sharing
I have
with
an
us.
accessory. Yes. Okay.
Exactly.
And I forgot the barrettes.
So
I have a necklace on. That's okay.
exactly.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So in 2019, National Accessory Day, so it's very recent, was established by Penny Pinar Karabi, a Turkish American entrepreneur and fashion editor, and the founder of the company Luxury Next Season. And so it was done to celebrate the accessories that transform how you feel, how others see you, and how you express your individuality, which is what accessories are for, right?
Yes.
Um, so she's known for sourcing runway pieces unavailable anywhere else for her unique interpretations of these trends. So an accessory, we talked about it, but anything added to clothing or to, anything to make it more stylish, functional, or personal. So jewelry, scarves, handbags, hats, belts, shoes, and watches. They complete an outfit. and make you look fabulous.
Yes, the belts could hold up yes, the shoes can keep your feet from getting messy on whatever is on. The watch used to be able to help you tell time. Now we all have it digitally. A hat can help you keep warm, a handbag to hide or carry your stuff, a scarf to keep your neck warm, and jewelry to say, "Look at me."
Exactly.
And let's go back in history 150,000 years ago. What? Archaeologists found a necklace made of perforated beads and seashells at an excavation site in Morocco. So
Wow.
I guess that was proof that accessories were being accessorized back then. Go ahead. Hmm.
Exactly. And
Yes.
in the 20th century, the term fashion accessory came into use, and it's attributed to the adornments worn to complement a person's main attire. So, yep, we all have these wonderful accessories.
We do closets and drawers and tables and bedside
Exactly.
tables
Jewelry
full of them.
boxes.
Yes, at least. The Victorian era, in 1837 to 1901, I had to look that up. Gloves, fans, and extravagant hats were part of women's wear. But after the Great Depression ended around 1939, style became subtle and minimalist with long socks, what? And simple hats. Okay, well, they're still wearing these fantastic hats in Britain. These, what do they call them? The ones that
Yeah.
they're, yes, I don't know. There's a name for them.
Yeah, because they go to like, the
It's making my nose itch.
um
Go ahead. Fascinators. They're called
Oh,
fascinators.
fascinators. Yeah, those are
Fascinators.
super cool. And sometimes they'll have like feathers everywhere and like
Yes,
it's
yes.
very
And
beautiful.
they kind of tilt over the side of your
Mhm.
head and you have to pin them on so
And
they
them,
don't.
yeah.
I think I
Yeah,
have
those are
some of them.
nice. And the long socks, they keep coming around too. Like my kids like to wear long socks, knee-high socks.
I
So
do too
they're
in the
back.
winter. Yeah,
Yeah.
they are. Okay.
And in 1837, Hermes was founded in Paris. And that's when the harness maker Thierry Hermes opened a workshop in Rue Basse de Rampart, the oldest French luxury house, which is still operational today, selling all of these fashion accessories, scarves and ties and belts and ready to wear items and perfumes, watches and jewelry, and of course the bag. The bag is
Bag,
iconic still.
the
Yeah,
bag.
and worth, I think some of these influencers who have their birthdays today could probably buy them. I could not.
Yes.
They have a pretty penny.
And I talked to an author, it must have been 10 years ago when I was doing author interviews on one of my early shows, Allison, and he was reselling and sourcing Hermes bags that people wanted and ordered for him to find them all over the world. And his mother was doing the packaging and the shipping. And he moved to Barcelona. He said Barcelona. And he was finding these. He was putting out ads, I guess. And people were saying, I've got this particular bag. I'm down this country road, or I'll meet you at this pub or whatever. He was going and getting these bags and buying them. And also, he figured out how to go to an Hermes store and be very nice to the salespeople and get them to let him into the back room where last year's stock was still on the shelves.
Oh,
And he figured out a way to get those and sell them. And he made a Yes.
yeah.
So if I find the name of the book, I'll tell it to you. I think you would absolutely love it. It was
Oh,
a
yeah.
story of how this was all done. It was amazing. Okay. And in the 1970s, let's go modern here, Bonnie D, to 2000, the history of selling accessories online. Wow. I know because I was buying them. Started in the late 70s with early e-commerce like Michael Aldrich's teleshopping and online bulletin boards. The first secure online transaction in 1994, the launch of Amazon and eBay, bless them both, in the mid 90s, and the growth of fast internet in the 2000s facilitated selling accessories online for businesses and consumers. And one of my favorite things to do before we're going to close the show in a second was I learned many years ago, Allison, that you can go on eBay and you can search for jewelry lot, LOT, and people were selling sometimes 20, 30, 40 pieces of jewelry. They
Wow.
spread it out on a table and you had all the pictures of it and then you would bid on it. I think I once bought a lot for $35 and it had over 50 pieces of jewelry. We're talking mid to high-end bridge jewelry. We're talking
Wow.
earrings and necklaces and rings and bracelets and pendants, brooches, you name it. And I used to buy these, and some of these sellers were so fastidious that they would wrap everything in tissue paper. So I would open up this box and I'd have to unwrap 50 pieces of tightly wrapped and scotch taped tissue paper to open up the gifts. It was like having 50 Christmases or Hanukkahs all in the same time. And I used to invite my mom and my sister to come over, and I'd say, "Come shopping in my bedroom. I have it all laid out. I took what I wanted. Come and help yourselves. Do you want some necklaces or bracelets or rings, whatever you'd like?" And they would come over and they would say, "Wow, look at this." I still have hundreds of pieces of that stuff, and some of
Oh,
it was
nice.
very wearable and very beautiful. So, so much for that. So that was National Accessory Day. Let's close this out and let's wave here. Dance with me. Allison, you're wonderful. Come back anytime. I
Oh,
want you
thanks.
back. I want you back. This month, end of month. Fit me into your schedule. I hope you had fun.
Oh, definitely.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Somebody's day.
Celebrating you in this special
Very
way.
special.
Party shine,
Nice.
laugh and smile.
Wow.
We're celebrating you in style.
So much style. Ba, 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 da, ba, 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 ba. Thank you to the Suno Orchestra. Allison, wave goodbye.